what occurred that made you say, "Hey, we need some laws. We need some pieces of literature to guide brothers." And was it Raheem? Wasn't he part of that as well, or did you do it by yourself? Or who was some of the brothers who was part of you?
Raheem wasn't a board member. Raheem became a board member because Jenny Boy, I had made him the secretary of the board to keep the minutes and all that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
Jenny Boy, revolutionary soul brother. And he got back into it with them honkies and got another year in SIG and on the circuit, all that shit. So I remember Raheem had a little sense, even though I knew him from a teenager back in the youth commission. And like I said,
Mm.
I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker's sexuality, is his mentality. And I knew what he used to do, but I need a secretary of the board. So Larry agreed. Now, I didn't never make him no board member. Only board member they ever appointed was the ones I appointed. All them other motherfucking board members for the last 30, 40 years, that's on them.
So
And if you ask me,
what board members is that you appointed? Let's put it down in history. What board members did you appoint? And these would be the
Lord,
original board members,
wait a
the
minute,
original.
with the understanding and Larry Bless and some of his personal shit, even though I didn't agree on a couple of them. But I'm going to name them. Low, Fatty, Miss Haywood,
Mm-hmm.
Duffy, Junior Hope, me and Larry.
Mm.
You know, originals that was at the first board meeting October 1981 that I set the board up with. Now, anybody else after that, Larry appointed them, like with Raheem and all them other ones. And just like a lot of brothers and sisters be asking, well, why so-and-so or so-and-so wasn't a board member? Well, it's like this. I feel, Larry feel, if they serves in dedication to the organization, they don't need no title. What they represent to the organization is above a board member. Because you got some brothers and sisters, man, that even you might not believe it today because of these new generations that's loyal. And they've been loyal for the last 60 years. And they still stand on it. And it's just like I try to tell these brothers and sisters. In your everyday, normal life, you come in contact with brothers and sisters that's original gangsters, original disciples, and all that shit. It's just the stigma of the name we have and a position that's in the community or in the job market. They on some silence and secrecy shit. But every fucking day, they live in the vision. Them the ones making this vision a reality. Them the ones shoulders y'all stand on. And then too, now that a lot of us in our 60s and 70s that's still alive, they get in contact with me and they ready to tell their story. And in fact, we got a few documents coming out. And one of them, I'm proud to say, we proud of Warner Brothers. They stuck with us. You
That's
know, and
major.
just like that interview I did on Talk Right Interview, they've been begging me to do another interview. And I keep telling them with my granddaughter, Cree, she handling that. But I told her, I did that other little shit on the low ball just to get my name out there and do a little teaching. But they got to pay me. And I'm not sitting on no little fucking ass stool no more with my replacements. I'm not sitting in no cold ass air conditioned room. I'm controlling the heat. I want a recliner and all that other good shit. And the price of the pork sky high. They got to pay me. And then, too, it's twofold. I can still teach.
That's real. That's real.
So fuck. Yeah, utilize for the podcast I'm doing free.
That, that's real, and I definitely appreciate you coming on. But I do want to ask you this: when the split came, what was you there? Or I know a lot of people put it on Don Dirk that the split happened. But I also heard of a brother named Little Harlem. You
Little
know,
Harlem had nothing to do with that shit. Harlem ain't been to Chicago in over 30 years. Motherfuckers don't know if Little Harlem dead or alive. They don't know if how Harlem look. And
so I'm
that's
just
the
saying
truth.
that Little Harlem that had nothing to do with the
No, Little
split.
Harlem is a teenage friend of mine. He ain't
Mm.
been in Chicago, I'm telling you, in over 30 years.
So what? Why was they saying
How many,
Little
wait a
Harlem
minute,
Killer Ed? Those was
Killer Ed come out
the
of
brother
Englewood. Oh, you talking about Killer Red? They
Killer
kill a
Red.
black disciple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Killer Red.
yeah.
Yeah, why they
That's
was
my,
saying Killer Red and Lil Harlem was the ones telling Larry like, nah, we want our own thing, we ain't with that and blah 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 and all that. It was,
I ain't up with that, but I
it was
just know
Don Dirk. It was Don Dirk.